coming off from LaConner. Great little town to stay at along the public docks. It was $15 to stay for the night, but great spot. Lots of restaurants. We had music and a band last night, as I had said. Great coffee shops, boutiques and things, and so LaConner is a fun little place to stop for the day and night. So we are heading further south. Plan today is to go to Cooperville, Camino State Beach, and anchor out possibly in Honeymoon Bay or Plover, but also want to anchor out and drop the crab pot and catch some crabs, since I have a license and that is what I have the license for. So we are making our way down the channel, leaving from LaConner. You can see all the great little restaurants along this boardwalk that they've built on the edge of town. Really inviting for boaters to come by and stop and spend some money in their little city here. You can see on the screen that we're going through a smaller, narrower passage. A little bit of current in here, as you can see the water rushing in. But once you get into it, you realize it's not that tiny. Give you a look from out here. Quite large, actually. We've gone through smaller passages than this, but there's a good swift current coming through. Bob just put down both motors so we have better control. Yeah, it's a big passage, actually. It looks a lot smaller on the map. Some ideas on where it is that we came from and where we're headed to. I'm going to show you the map in the book here. So the first night we stayed in Anacortes, which is right here at the tip of Fidalgo Bay. We ended up boating through this area and actually coming down through Swinomish Channel. We stayed in LaConner last night. Now we're making our way through the rest of this channel and we're going to be out in Skagit Bay. From there, talking to a local native, he said all of these areas, Penn Cove, Coopville, which is a little village, and Camino Island State Park is great crabbing area. So today the plan is to hang out in these areas, potentially stop in Coopville for some lunch, and maybe anchor out there, or go to this state park down here, which is a marine state park. The marine state parks are really cool because they have float docks, and then you can tie up to a mooring ball and then go onto the island and do some hiking. They actually have pit toilets and things like that, and picnic tables. So that is potentially our plan today as we make our way onward to Coopville. You need to pay attention to where you're navigating, also watching your charts, staying within the red and green buoys that are marked within the channels and where you're supposed to go. The area that we currently are going through, there is a ton of shoals places, and when you don't pay attention, and I'm assuming this happened to this boat, but your boat ends up like that, running aground and flipping over, and not salvageable at all. Who knows, it could have been a storm too, but I don't know. Not a good sight you want to see as a boat owner, that's for sure, with the boat laying on its side. Meaning you have to stay within the buoys. You see a red one there, or I set a channel marker, not a buoy, a channel marker, to show you where you're safe to be boating without running it all into all of the shoals, all of the rock piles that are along this riverway or waterway. So we had a great lunch at this cute little Coupeville city on the Skagit Bay, and now we are going to be heading back out on the boat and looking for a spot to anchor tonight and hopefully catch some crab. Ready to shove off?
Yep, there we go. Nice
Fun little stop. Yeah, great, cute little city on the water.
This is our type of boating. No, I mean, meaning, anchor out here or there and stop at these little spots. I mean,
they're worthy of seeing.
Just like when we, on the van, very similar. We're not ones to go sit in boondock for a week straight or 6 hours. We actually, we love the boondock as far as not having to find an RV spot or whatever, but we're in and out, so both the same.
All right.
We're full of fuel.
Yep, we got full of fuel. We're all filled up on diesel.
We have the
regular.
2 Roto PEX gas tanks.
They're all full.
And they're 4 gallons each, so that's 8 gallons. And then I think we have, it's either 20 or 25 or 22, might be 22, basically 44, 45 gallons between the two, plus that. And we go recently because we're just like to cruise.
Tooling around.
We have some, we don't like just being full throttle the whole time. So we're getting about 6 miles per gallon, something like that, because we're going very slow. And, so that's quite a bit of fuel.
People probably think that that's not very much.
Right.
6 miles to gallon. They're
for
like,
a boat,
holy
it's pretty good. Yeah.
Pixies.
I try and run. We're about maybe 1.2 gallons an hour, 1 gallon an hour. Coming from a trawler world, that's what we did, was run it based on gallons per hour, and so I try and run around there. And that works the best. Sometimes I have to go a little faster because the current is we're stopping. But what you find too is when you do trawler speeds, and I say trawler speeds, meaning trawlers can only go like 7, 8, 9
knots.
maybe, and that's the fastest because they go displacement speed, which means their hull is built for a certain speed that it's efficient with, and so we're used to that. But so to go trawler speeds. I lost my train of thought.
Whoa! Too much time on the water.
Well, no, so you can cut that. You can cut that off.
Not.
But when you do the trawler speeds, then we would always go, like I said, try and go 1 gallon.
Keep talking. I'm watching a guy catch a fish.
Well, he had like some sort of like grate on his fish.
He's catching crab too.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
see?
that is fast.
That is cool.
Because he just threw that out, and he's got some rotten chicken in there, and they crawl right in instantly, and then...
He throws it out. Yeah, I saw it go out. It was just...
And then it opens, and he can only keep the large sizes, so they're all getting away on him. They're not big enough. Anyways.
So one thing we have to fix the zoom. I did a fix.
Wait, you didn't finish your thought.
Well, no, Dave said I'm not supposed to do that anymore. I'm supposed to just run off on the end. No, I don't remember. I was talking about the trawler
speeds and why we do that and coming from the trawler world, because we like to save gas.
Well, no, yeah, we like to save gas, but we like to go slow. And if we're full throttle, then we're getting, we're getting like 2.5 miles per gallon type of thing. So, and it's not so much the gas
or burning
cost.
a gallon per hour.
Yeah, it's not so much the cost of the gas. It's the problem with, or not problem. It's finding the gas. And you got to,
No, we always like to have fuel on board just in case. You never know when we're going to get to a new arena.
Yeah.
So.
And we, it's fun going slow, and we're just kind of tooling around. We have more time this time, so.
Yeah. All right, let's shove it off. So we found our anchorage for the night, and it's time for me to set up the crab pot, and hopefully the chicken is much more spoiled, and therefore it will attract more crab, which is what I'm hoping for. And we got to get that in the water, and we'll keep that in the water for the rest of the night. So the chicken is much more rotten, which is good news, and now I'm going to throw the pot in the water to sit there for the rest of the night. That's it for today's video, guys. Hopefully tomorrow when we see you, I'm pulling up the crab pot with a bunch of crab. We'll see you on the next video.